Hello everyone, welcome back to my videos channel. My name's Becky and this is Wingzig Creations. I'm sorry if this might be short, it might be the normal length, I don't know. I'm recovering from tonsillitis, so a lot will depend on how long my voice lasts. So anyway, we shall see how we get on. So I hope this brings you some peace and calm. I certainly need a bit of calm. You know, when you think you're better, so you start doing stuff, and then lo and behold, it creeps back into, comes back in and starts being a pain. So I have got a drink, so I should be okay. I'm feeling a lot better, but it can take a while to actually get shot of it altogether. There we are. So welcome back everyone, and I hope you're all okay. Today, the little tutorial is going to be on some vintage page layouts. Excuse me, I'm going to have to quick slurp. I'm prepping myself organised for a vintage journal, maybe a bit of a grungy journal. I haven't fully decided. I've got most things cut out. I've also inked a lot. Not inked. I've scored a lot of stuff, but I am going to do it with ground espresso, which is nice and dark. And I might do one, I need that, and I might do one with vintage photo as well. So we've got a good combination of the two. So one maybe could go in grunge and one could maybe go in vintage. I haven't decided yet. They might just all go in one. I thought it'd be quite nice to have some, sorry about all the crashing about, some page layouts done. So I'm start off with, got a bit of card. This is about 160 GSM, maybe a little less actually, about 120. Print on both sides, as you can see. Not all of my stuff is, some of it I've got to back, I'm afraid. And this is going to be on your page like this, and you're going to be able to flip it open, flip it back and forth. So once it's on its page, you can do something to cover that up if you want. So I can only partially make them because, as I say, they're designed to go on a page. So a lot of the extra, some of the extra like embellishing might have to be done when we put them on the page. But when we get to that journal, you probably recognise these. So I'm going to use this as my front, and I'm going to pop a pocket on here. But shall we start by, I mean, they are kind of inked, but the trouble is, the core is white, and man, can you see it? Because it's card, you can see it really well. And I'm not getting rid of the corners either. I'm going to do that bit as well, because I don't know how that's going to be covered up yet. It's sure to be though. And then I'm going to get here we go, pocket. You see, I have actually folded all the pockets. Now, if you want to know the size, and pause and get some of this, or watch the video and then think whether you want to do it or not, I can quickly tell you the size. You can get any sort of vintagey type papers you want. You know, any bits of ephemera you might have, you know, that's a nice postcard here, you see. So any bits and bobs you've got, it can make this with anything. It doesn't have to be vintage, you can make these with anything. I'll just tell you the size. This is better out of a bit of, I wouldn't do these bits out of normal printer paper because I don't think that hinge would hold up. Because I'm going to do both sides, it's going to stay a hinge. So this is actually including that bit, which you'll need, just over 4 inches. It's about 4 1/8 by about 4 3/4. So this little bit it's like about 1/2 inch. Oh, is that big? Yeah, it's about 1/2 inch, which will be folded whichever way you want. So, and I've got a frame here that I've cut out. I was given this, so I've cut this out as well. But this is not going on here. This is going on here. Any type of pocket you can use. I'm just using a little pocket in the corner here because I have these pockets. I have a load of these pockets sitting around, so I'm going to pop that on there and just craft. I hope you've all had a good week. Anyway, it's got to have been better than mine. I was actually bedbound for 2 days, so yeah, that wasn't very pleasant. But at least it was this weekend, you know, not next, because next weekend my son's getting married. So got it all out the way first. I'm nearly always ill on big functions, you know. There, popping that in the corner. Put my lid back on so we don't, there we go. Push that down. Unlike with anything that's a bit heavier duty, you have to really make sure that's down there. We'll put some bits in that pocket. And this frame is going on the back of this. So it's really, really score those down. And then by having these little gusset bits, you can put a lot more in here. I think this is the front of this. Now you could put some acetate in if you wanted. I'm going to use this as my front bit. Now, do I want acetate or not? I don't know. I didn't get any out. But I could leave that loose in there rather than glue it in. And then I could decide afterwards, couldn't I? I was going to glue that in and make that the front of it. And then if you want anything else, it would go behind it. But I don't know. I think I'm going to glue it in. Yeah, I made the decision at last. Yeah, I'm going to glue that in. Mainly because I haven't gotten around to getting a bit of acetate out, and you know, so this is quite easy for me because I had all this stuff ready. You know, I'm not trying to sort of sell you short or anything, but there's only so much you can do when you're under the weather, isn't there? I mean, I'm never this far behind with my videos either. I mean, I'm doing this Sunday and it goes out tomorrow, and I'm never that far behind normally. So, you know, it is unusual for me. I don't know that this bit will be seen, but I'm going to do it anyway. Bear in mind that I'm probably not thinking as clearly as I might normally. So, yeah, that's the right way up. Let's put that there. Let's glue that in there. And then, yeah, I'm going to glue it in here. And if I want to put any extra tags and stuff in the back, there will still be room. And I probably will. You know how I like to load up my pockets. Well, I want it across the top. This is sitting in there as a... It's only because it was a frame that I had, not an actual pocket bit. There we go. Glue you in there. And then I'm going to glue you on here. And then we're going to have room for more stuff behind it. And then it's ready to go on a page. I don't know how many of these page spreads we'll get through. I've got about 3 on my desk at the moment, but we'll see. Might get a few more done. Let's make sure I get this all the right way up. We don't want any bits upside down. This bit's a bit fiddly, but it'll look nice afterwards. Yep, that still folds. There we go. So I got a lovely big pouch there now, which can be used to put lots of stuff in, and it's double-sided, so you can put them either side. And then in here, yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way that's turned out. Not made these before. Let's just get some more ink on there. There we go. I think my desk could have probably done with a clean before we started, but hey ho. Right, I'm going to put these in here like this. No, I want that one on top there, like that. They're going to go in there. Yep, but they need backing with some coffee dyed paper. Shall we quickly do that? Put the glue back. Put the glue up there. Let's get some coffee dyed paper out, which I know I've got. Yeah, coffee dyed paper. I don't need card on this occasion because it's already on card. So, piece of paper out. There's me thinking I was organised. Clearly not as organised as I thought it was. So I'm going to back these two. Then I think I might back these two at the same time because I want them for something else as well. So let's quickly back these. Let's get my glue book out. There it is. Still working on this one. It's nearly gone, nearly gone. So yes, it took me a bit by surprise. I came down with it last Wednesday. I had to come home early from my coffee with my friend. We do knit and natter kind of group. And yeah, I ended up getting a hot water bottle and going straight to bed. Not nice. Tonsillitis is not nice. Which is a bit of relief at tonsillitis, because I thought at first it was COVID, but thankfully it wasn't. My son, his little 18-month-old daughter, and his wife all had COVID. So I thought, you know, I'd caught COVID from them because I was with them the week before. But no, I had tonsillitis, so I'm just relieved it wasn't COVID, to be truthfully honest. Last time I had COVID, I was incredibly ill. It was a big birthday bash for me, and I managed to come down with COVID on the day of my birthday bash, which was just wonderful. I still had a good time, you know, but I really want to be well. For when you have an autoimmune disease, you know, you pray that you're well when there's a good function going on, and I really want to be well for my son's wedding. Right, pop you to one side now. It's dry enough to cut in. Sorry, my chair's squeaking. No there though, eh? It's always squeaking. Right, I could have done this beforehand, I'm sorry, but I thought I'd got myself really well organised. Just going to go around it properly in a minute. I know what happens if I don't do it now. I'll think they're all done and then end up, you know, going to put them in something thinking, back them. Like I say, I don't like things too grungy. I do like a bit of grunge, like this, a bit of vintagey stuff. But it doesn't matter how, I'm just not a keen person. I'm not keen on white backgrounds, I have to confess. It's just not something I'm keen on. I think it hurts your eyes a bit if the back's white, especially if the front is quite dark, you know. I promised myself I wouldn't talk unnecessarily. It's a joke for me, isn't it? So here we go. I don't know if I told you in one of my previous videos, I've been looking for a bureau for years and I finally got one. It's delivered at the weekend by a very dear friend, picked it up for me. He's got a big car, so he got it in the back of his car, bless him. And yeah, it's in my lounge now. It's in my sitting room. It's not in its final resting place. It's I need to rearrange my lounge to do that, and I'm not doing that at the moment. Sorry, I should have done this before, shouldn't I? Not much of a tutorial, is it? You all know how to back things and cut them out. I'll show you how big, tell you how big the little pocket is in a minute if you want to know. I've got some other stuff over there as well to put in. They're probably not backed either. Sorry, I keep saying don't I? Brain's not working quite as fast as it normally does. Not that it works that fast anyway. this little pocket. You can have the pocket as big or as little as you want. But this one comes over just after halfway. It's 6 centimeters, which is about 2 1/4 inches by 2 1/4 inches. It's just a little square pocket. Again, out of the same sort of papers. I'm very tempted to corner those though. Having said I probably wouldn't do much corner rounding with this one. I'm feeling tempted to for that. Where's my little corner rounder? Here it is. I like this tiny one. That, oh, I don't know if I'll put that in. I might put that somewhere else. These striking butterflies in this first one. Not that it matters. They're both exactly the same. Slightly different pictures. There we are. Get some express. This is ground espresso on here. Pop you in there. I like that. Excuse me. There, that's ready for a page. It's got something in the back, something in the front. I'll just see if I can find my other labels and tags and things. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm just grabbing a load of bits. These are all more. These are what's left over from the dragon one I made earlier, and just grabbing these as well. Right. Well, these ones are made of cards, so it's a bit easier to use these, and they're backed. They're all backed as well, so that's good. So we could also put in at the back here maybe something as big as this would go in nicely as well. You see, I'd probably use two roughly the same size, maybe a couple of these. Is that too small? Yeah, they're a bit small, those. But yeah, you see what I mean by you could put something else nice and big in the back there, like so. And then you've got another one of those out, and then you've got a pocket with loads of bits on. It goes on your page like this. There we are. That's one. I'll leave that big one in there. I think there have to be quite tall ones to go in there. Right, the other thing I'm going to make to go with it is we're going to make a it's going to be like a, they're going to have pockets, and they're going to flip. It's difficult to explain. Flip up. These are about the same size, I think, these little bits of card I've got here. 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 almost. It's 12 centimeters by 8.5 roughly. And these are they all backs? Yes, they are. And again, these ones are going to flip up this way. So you're going to flip, flip, flip. It's going to be more than one in a row. So folding that down and ink round this. It doesn't matter how organised you think you are and how ready you are. You always find things, oh, I should have done that beforehand, you know. But then what's left to do? You know. The fun bit, the decorating bit. I'll put you on there, mate. So I am. Right. It's up here. This will probably just look a bit strange on its own, but it'll look right when there's more than one of them. Right. Put my lid on my glue. Lay it down so you work a bit better. Right, I'm not putting anything in there yet, but I am going to put a tab on here. And they're going to all have tabs on and possibly numbers on there as well. So let me ink you up because you're very... I mean, I've got a whole stash of tags. I've just got some cut out here of similar paper types. That's all. I'll pop you on there. I love tabs on things. Right, that probably looks a bit boring at the moment, but I'm just going to do another one. Here we go. And what will happen is we'll be putting them. We'll be popping them on top of each other like this. It's difficult to show without a page, but I'll make a couple and you'll see what I mean. Did I ink all that? Yes, I did. These are all the same size. Well, I suppose you'd have to have them all the same size, but I love the idea of them being layered. It's sort of a rehash, I suppose, of a waterfall, you know, waterfall cards. That sort of thing. That's what I'm trying to make, that type of thing. I'm making a very good job of it at the moment, but that is what I'm trying to make. Put you on there. I'll do 3, and then we'll do some embellishing. I'll put one up. Where's my lid? There's my pen. I had a red pin in there the other day and I couldn't find it anywhere. I still haven't found it. Goodness knows where it is. Somebody will probably open a journal and find it stuck in there. Oh, I want to thank the lady who bought Caladora. I don't know if I'd shown you Caladora, but she's gone. I've sold her. Posted her off today. Sorry, I'm going to put it in the same place because they're going to be staggered once they're on. They're good, so they'll naturally stagger with the backs. If these all go in the same place, they shall naturally stagger down. And then I think if we stuck them together first, it would be then easier to embellish them afterwards, I think. Need to get you straight before you dry. Thank you. Oops. There's one. That's another one. There. You'll see what I mean. And then I'll flap up like that. So your stuff will depend on how much of a flap you've got, but the top one can have something big in. So it's like a waterfall with tabs and pockets. Don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to give it a go. We shall see. So nothing very complicated. My brain or my body couldn't cope with complicated today. I put off making the video as long as I could, really. But I don't, when I say I could do you one every Monday, Thursday and Saturday, that's what I like to stick to. You know, I like to make sure you get them on those days. Then you can rely on them coming out, you know. I know some people just put them out random. That's their choice. I like to be have mine come out at the same time. And if you've hit the notification bell, you should get them as soon as they become public. think I might have this one on top. I can't decide. I'm going to do them this way, I think. Don't want them too bulky, do we? Or we can have them. That would be better. Let's put them on like this. And then that one go up like that. That one will go up like that. Yeah, you see, I knew that when I worked it out and did it, but whoops, I put that one underneath there. Boo-boo. Good job you're not going to see that bit, isn't it? When I worked it out, I thought, they are getting smaller and smaller. They shouldn't do that. So you can tell I'm not being well, can't you? There. So I think 3 is a nice number, isn't it? I think if we do, maybe we could do more, but I think it would get very bulky then. So let me just put some lid on this, and we'll stick. We can't stick them together at the moment because I need a page to stick them on. But this is how they would go. You'd have one there, and one there, one there. Maybe on the page like this. That one there, and that one there, and they'll lift up. So you can see and get to what's underneath. That's how they go. Let's put some stuff in it before I completely go bananas and forget why I'm here. I'm going to put something a bit bigger in this front one. I just thought if I had these pages already made to go in my journal when I make the journal, it would speed things up a bit, you know. Not that I'm in a hurry. Put that in there. They look nice. I don't know if that's what I'm going to stick to. Where are my little tags? Here are my little tags. What else have I got in here? Got a little thingy here actually. Got you. You're quite cool. Well, not bagged, but quite cool. Would you come out if there was one there? Oh, would I want something a bit smaller? Oh no, once you flipped up like that, you'd come out, no problem. Yeah, so it doesn't matter on the size. You can put anything you want in. That one could go in there, couldn't it? That's quite cool. I've got another nice vintagey one here too. So they would go in there quite nicely, and that would sticking to the vintage theme, wouldn't it? And then we could have a couple of little littlies in the front of them. How would that look? Can you see what I'm doing? Oh, I think I need next size up for that. Well, have I got some a bit bigger than that over here? Yeah, I have. These are really neutral. You can make them as dark and as, yeah. A couple of things in that one too. Now, bits of ephemera, you can embellish it a bit. So we've got, I'll put the other 3 somewhere else for a few minutes, right, out the way, and we'll work on what we've got here. Embellish. I think I might just take the edges off this sharp. These are really sharp because they've been backed on heavy duty card. I'm not using those 2 this time. I'm using that, and I'm going to use this with this, and I want something else in front of that one. This will do nicely. And we'll grunge this up as well, and we'll get some bits on these as well. So you'll be going in there, and you'll be going there, and you'll be going there, and you'll be going there. And where's my other one? Here it is. So then go in any order you like. Let's do some embellishing, shall we? Back him, because he's not got a back on. And while he's drying, we can do some, sorry about the arm, just putting that away, let's do some embellishing. I've got my little goodies of this here. I've got my little basket that I make. So plenty in there, and I've got some numbers and letters as well in this wallet here. Let's just back him. And there was another one here I don't think's backed. This one's not backed either. So we'll back that one as well. them dry a minute. Let them dry for a second. And put some bits and bobs on here. I think numbering them or lettering them would be nice. It would be good fun. And I've got loads of... So I get myself in a bit of a muddle here. Get those over there. I think with all this space. Now, I like this. This is a cool number. This is cool. Might put that somewhere. Ooh, maybe on one of these. Oh, I like that on there. Let's pop that on there. We can use you for that, I think. So I'm going to put it on this one. This one. Nope, I'm going to put it on this one. I changed my mind twice then, didn't I? Put you on there. I like that. Let's see what else we've got in here. I've got some lovely letters and things. But if I'm going to put letters, they're going to have to be in the right order. And I'm not going to sit in... Well, I could have a C. Oh, I've got a B and a C here. So if we found the A, that would work. Or we can have 1, 2 and 3. I've got some numbers here as well. Let's see what we find first, shall we? There's a 6 or a 9. We don't want either of them then, do we? Or a 7. So we've got an A and a B and a C. And we haven't got any numbers suitable yet. What's this? That's an N. What's an 8? Now what? A 1, 2 and a 3. Or was a 5. Or we want an A. Let's see what we get out of here first. A 4. Should have put these somewhere separate, shouldn't I? If I can't find them at all, that's going to be really sad, isn't it? Oh, there's a 3. We're getting there. We're getting close. Why don't I just shove them all out? That'd probably be quicker, wouldn't it? Take you all out. The thing is with these plastic wallets is they get very magnetic, they get very staticky, don't they? Oh, can you see what I'm doing? Faffing is what I'm doing. I like that number 1. I might use that somewhere. It's a big number. I'm going to put these little numbers and things to one side, I am. So I can get to them again more easily than having to do all this. A, B, C. There we go. I'll make the other. Then if you want to do the others, you can go D, E, F if you want. There's number 1. Lots of bits of random stuff here. I do like random stuff for the vintage. There we go. I haven't found the 2, so we'll go with A, B, C, shall we? Put you over there, right over there. I'll go with the A, B, C, which is here. Oh, there's the 2. Well, I'm going to go with letters now. I am. I'm going to go with letters. I'm going to put you somewhere, though, but I haven't decided where. That one's got one of them on. Have I got anything else similar? No. Just going through this pile I've grabbed here. Of some vintage bits and bobs that I've got now. I've got a load of stuff left over from just generic stuff I've got from doing the dragons, you know. No. So we'll do this, and I'll get some bits out of here. Right. Go there for a second. That's what we're going to do. Got to decide on the exact order now. So we're going to have him first, aren't we? So that's going to be A. B, C. Yep. It's not perfect. I cut these out on my my circle punch, because cutting circles is not my thing. I'm not very good at it at all. Let's see. Yeah, I want something else on there with them, because they're letters, so I can put some numbers on, which would work okay, wouldn't they? That would work all right. Can you see? It's all right, but low here. No, a bit big. I want small numbers because the letters are, I want the letters to stand out a bit more. So that go there. And that could go there. Quite like that. And what else have I got over here? Oh, I've got a long one here. That could go. Let's put you there for a second. You can go with B. Yeah, that's okay. Right, we've done that then. Put those back over there for a second. Let's get these on here. I'm sorry if this seems a little disjointed. I'm, as I say, still suffering the effects of the not being well. Right, that one goes on there. That's A. Let's finish A first before we do anything else. Right, let's cut you out. Doesn't look like that's sticking on very well. I'll have to have a look at this. It's pushing you on a bit more. Whoops. It isn't sticking down very well. I'm going to have to put some other glue on there. It hasn't stuck. I don't know why. Normally it sticks fine. Right, that's going on the bottom one. This one's going on the top one. So let's cut you out. I've got a whole box of adverts, you know. I think adverts work well in vintage journals, actually. The old adverts, you know. The old advertisement bits and bobs we can get. There. Right, let's corner you. Right, what should we put on? Should we put something else on you as well? Destination. That's quite cool with all the clocks, isn't it? Sorry, my fingers are covered in ink. I've been doing all sorts of inking this morning. I don't often use destination, but I don't want to cover up too many of the clocks, but should we just put 3 of these on? Maybe a blank one as well. Under there. Maybe down here. Get under there, you. Ooh, faffing about a bit here, aren't I? Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, I quite like that. I'll do that. Where'd it go? There it is. I need to get more little tidbits out. I just haven't finished cutting them all out yet. That's the only trouble. I keep all my little bits of like offcuts of this sort of paper by this basket. There's some here, look, little offcuts of bits of paper, and then some days when I've got a little few minutes, I just stamp a load more and put them in my basket. So there's a ready supply. Come on, destination. I know you're thin, but that's that's a piece of book page. That is the edge of a book page. There. It's just added a bit of something to that, and you can go there. Let's do something with you. Well, I wanted to use this number 1. Oh, I know where I'm going to put you. let's go and put a bit of you on here to make you stand out a bit more. You've got a nice colour at the back here. It's not white, so put you up here like that. Lead on that. I'd use that for that because that's a piece of card actually. There, we want to put something on there too, don't we really? Piece of this. I'd have to have it down there so I can still see my number 1. But that works, doesn't it? That works okay. That one works a bit better. There, I'll put you on there. I am going to get a bit of fabric out there. You move this up so you can, I don't want the scrapers there. I'll even put a bit of glue on here. Oh, it's covered in glue. Let's get that pulled off. Put you on this card. There. Oh, it's really handy having these bits ready. Oh, bits flailing everywhere, sticking to me. There, you can go in there. Oh, I like that. That's going to be the top one. And this one, oops, nearly finished. It's going to be down here. Let's pop you on. Turn you over and get a bit of a fresh piece to put these on. Here we are. So this is going to be a little series of making these little things. They'll all be a bit different, you know. And if you enjoy it, then I hope you enjoy it. Where'd I put the other A? Yeah, roughly the same place as I want those. And those two, I might put something on the top of that though. What have we got in here that I can put on the top there? Yeah, I'll put you on top. Put you over the top like that. Actually, I think I prefer you like that. Oh, you're white on the back. You would be, wouldn't you? I'm going to clean that. I'm going to dust the back. Oh, I can't use it. It's a piece I've printed on something else. So I'll just have to fold you over then. No worries. No worries. Let's just fold it over then. I've used a scrap of paper and it's got some sort of writing on the back, so this is what I do with my scraps. I reuse them. You're there, you're B. So you're A, you're B. This is C. And I don't know what we're going to put in. Oh, we've got that card there, haven't we? You're fairly grunge, as it is. Let's put you up there. I'll put our C on it. There we are. Oh, yucky fingers. Right, trim this. Now it's dry. And the edges. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet, aren't I? Beg your pardon. Concentration, which is hard work today. That's it. Ground espresso. This nice dark one. I love this, numbers and clocks and things. Should put a little bit of something on there, brighten it up a bit, but not too much. I've got one of you. Oh, I don't know. I do like that. It's quite big. I do like it. I don't think I've got anything small enough. Smaller than... Well, I've got something smaller. I've got one of these that's smaller. This one's smaller. I like the leaves. I've always liked my leaves. Oh, mushies. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Mushrooms on this piece is nice. Oh, that colouring goes better. I like that colouring together. Yeah, that's nice. Well, I want to label on as well, so you can... Let's see, what have I got in here? I've got a label in here suitable. You're a bit of something. I like it in the middle there. I'm going to put it in the middle there like that because I actually like it like that. I always usually hoard these, but they are very easy to make, so I've decided to leave them out with my other ones now and use them. Yeah. I will leave that to dry and find you another little tag, because you're on your Todd, aren't you, mister? Tag or another bit of something. That goes with it quite nicely. I really want a tag, really, more than anything else. See if I've got any bigger tags. Oh, you're a bit small. Oh, you'd be all right. You might go all right. They're a bit small. They are good, but they're a tad small. And that's a tad big, I think. Need something in between. It's a little bit big. What have I got in here? It's in between. Deadly Nightshade. Oh, that's nice. No, it's actually, they're virtually the same colour actually, these. Might just as well use this one. Right, pop you in there. Corner you two. And find something for you. And I'll have to see how long I've taken you away from whatever you were doing, or whatever you might well be doing. Right, just pop something on here and push them up there so you can see them still. I'm not using 2 bits of that, that's a bit much. Have I used that anywhere? Nope. Yeah, I used it on that one. There's this one. Doesn't have to go. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. Got anything little, tiny at the top? Oh, a couple of little figures. Oh, I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing. Popping you on sideways. Popping you on the top. Ink you up a bit. I don't know if it'll make any difference though. Oh, I can have you sticking out the top, even though might have you sideways as well actually. Just gonna ink glue the bottom bit. Have you sticking up. Here we go. I like that. That's that one. Let's see. So I ought to get a bit of paper really that's like a page. I don't want anything too bright, otherwise it'll dazzle you. I'll just get a piece of coffee dyed paper out for a minute. I can show you how these will work. Here we go. So say for example this is in your journal. You probably understand what I've been talking about. You'll be like C, B at the bottom, B, level, and A, like that. A, B, and C, like that. There you go. So they're all in line, and they're all in line, and then you tip it up like a waterfall. You can get these bits out. And then you do the same with the other one. So that's how they work. You glue those all three onto the page. So they go together. And then this one does a similar sort of thing. You would glue that onto the page. And then you would be able to flip it over and put things in there. And then you've got room here for another pocket if you wanted to. Or what I would probably do is either put it here as a flip out like that. Which is probably what I will do actually. And put a piece over here to make that a tuck. And then I'd probably have that folded in like that on the edge of the page. And I'd have some more stuff in here obviously, and when you get to it you flip it out. Got stuff here and stuff here. That's how they work. This is what I meant about page. I'm trying to do a few page setups rather than when I say making vintage ephemera, I meant the actual bits that go on the page layouts. That's the word I'm trying to look for, layouts. So there's 2 page layouts done today. Just see if we've got time for a third. I'm not sure that we will have though, and I'm not entirely sure whether, no, it's nearly an hour. So what I will do is leave you that for a second, and I'll just get a couple of journals for you to have a peruse at. 2 ticks. Actually, I'm just bringing you one today because I'm in a bit of pain today, so I'm just doing one. Wouldn't hurt, would it, just have one today? Excuse my arm. I'm just checking I haven't shown you him before, but I'm fairly certain. Oh, that's the wrong log. Where's my other log? Here it is. Jewels. No, I haven't shown you jewels before. That's good. I do have them written down so I can remember in my art journal thing. Oh, the chair won't move. This is the steampunk, another steampunk. It's got all these at the bottom here, lots of real bits from real watches, some other bits and bobs and a button. And it's got a piece of elastic here, and a bit of a chain and a key to unlock it. Lots of cogs here, and it's got cogs on the back as well, and of course down the spine. So it's got lots of cogs to go with the cog material. Now it's cardboard that's been covered in material, but it's just been stuck on, which I don't do very often. I often stick on, and then it's got a nameplate as well. As always, it's got a message from the bookkeeper, and this one is number 88. I need to grunge that up a bit, don't I, really? And if you've seen one of my steampunks before, you'll recognise this a bit because it's very similar to the other one. There's 3 of them, and they are, as I say, they are individually different, and they're individual as they are, but you can buy them as a set. If you're seriously into steampunk, you can buy them as a set. So yeah, I won't spend a long time. Quite like the way that works. I'll have to do another one of those. I've only stuck it in with that. It's working well, isn't it? Oh, there's something else inside the middle as well. Oh, it's a good thing about looking through older journals. You see how you've done something. Pocket there. This in the middle. And another pocket there. And a pocket there. Oh, quite like, oh, and there. It's like a double envelope thing, isn't it? Quite like the look at that one. I'll have to look see how I did that. That's what I love about looking at these old journals that I made a while ago. I'll tell you soon when it was made, and different ways you've done things. Bit of vellum there. Oh, look at that train. Another bit of vellum. Bits of metal in it as well. It's got 4 signatures, I think. With the flip out. Ooh, all sorts going on there. Pocket. Everywhere. I do like my flip outs, I must admit. You quite often find flip outs, well, you virtually always do. This one comes undone. I remember this sort, made of vellum, and they come undone. I can show you. Pull that out, and then you've got loads in there. I'll do that back up again, but I won't worry you with that now. And then, yep, another one. Oh, it's because although it's grungy and steampunky, it's got some nice pretty bits in it as well. Dark, what I call the darker pretty bits. That every single one of those tags has got a piece of metal on, so it's quite chunky, as a lot of my journals tend to end up chunky. Oh, that's a nice idea, she says. I can see what's happened there. Yeah, very good. Envelope with a bit of paper stuck on it. There we go. That's a nice centre page of a boy. I think this is a bit of Tim Holtz, this. Ooh, a fabric flip, and this is nice. All steampunky type material that can be used elsewhere if you wish. As usual. Papers from all over the place. Lots of dark lace in it, and there's a back pocket too. Have I signed this one? Has this one been signed in? Yes, it has. October 2023, so 2 years ago I made that. So that's Jules. So I hope you enjoyed having a peek through him. And I hope you enjoyed today's page setups. Enjoyed doing those. I shall have to do some more. It was all good fun. So I'm sorry if I've been a bit all over the place today. Oh, that's come out. I promise to try me back to my normal disoriented self next time. And yeah, have a nice week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.